What's up, Africans? Peace and Black Power. It's King Leon next, the unapologetic black voice of America. I put the black woman, black child, black family first. Now, this video is for the Leaders or Readers Challenge. Okay, hashtag Leaders or Readers Challenge, sponsored by What's Up African and Born Royalty Success and Achievement Club. Okay, you pick up a book, read 1 to 3 pages, and challenge other people to do the same. And I'm also challenging 100,000 people to read the book and donate $1 to our GoFundMe so we could get these black liberation centers built. Okay, 1,000 people donating $1 is $100,000, not to mention the infinite amount of wisdom that will be shared in the 100,000 videos of people reading. Okay, so book I'm going to be reading out of today, Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Mastering the Inner Game of Wealth by T. Harv Eker. Okay, I'm going to continue at page 10 where I left off because I was reading this book the other day in another video. All right. The last thing I read in that was your income will only grow to the extent that you do. So this next section is, why is your money blueprint important? Have you ever heard of people who've blown up financially? Have you noticed how some people have a lot of money and then lose it, or have excellent opportunities that start well but then go sour on them? Now you know the cause. On the outside, it looks like bad luck, a downturn in the economy, a lousy partner, whatever. On the inside, however, it's another matter. That's why if you come into big money when you're not ready for it on the inside, the chances are your wealth will be short-lived and you will lose it. If you come into big money when you're not ready for it on the inside, the chances are it will be short-lived and you will lose it. Bobby Shmurda. The vast majority of people simply do not have the internal capacity to create and hold on to large amounts of money and have the increased challenges that go along with money success. The vast majority of people simply do not have the internal capacity to create and hold on to large amounts of money and the increased challenges that go along with money success. That, my friends, is the primary reason why you don't have much money. The perfect example is lottery winners. Research has shown again and again that regardless of the size of their winnings, most lottery winners will eventually return to their original financial state, the amount they can comfortably handle. On the other hand, the opposite occurs for self-made millionaires. Notice that when a self-made millionaire loses their money, they usually have it back within a relatively short period of time. Donald Trump is a good example. Trump was worth billions, lost everything, then a couple years later got it back again plus more. Trump is a good example. He was worth billions, he lost everything, and a couple years he had billions plus more. Why does this phenomenon occur? Because even though some self-millionaires may lose their money, they never lose the most important ingredient to their success, their millionaire mind. The most important ingredient for our success is our millionaire mind. Of course, in Donald Trump's case, it's his billionaire mind. Do you realize that Donald Trump can never just be a millionaire? If Donald Trump had the net worth of only $1 million, how do you think he'd feel about his financial success? Most people would agree that he'd probably feel broke and feel like a financial failure. That's because Donald Trump's financial thermostat is set for billions, not millions. Okay, his financial thermostat is set for billions, not millions, right? Most people financial thermostats are set for generating thousands, not millions of dollars. Some people's financial thermostats are set for hundreds, not even thousands. And some people's thermostats are below zero and they're wondering why it's so cold. They're freezing and they have no clue why. The reality is that most people do not reach their full potential. We know that, right? Most people don't reach their full potential. We know that. We see that every day. Most people are not successful. We know that. We see that every day. Research shows that 80% of individuals will never be financially free in the way that they like to be. 80% of people will never be financially free in the way that they like to be. And 80% will never claim to be truly happy. The reason is simple. Most people are unconscious. They are a little asleep at the wheel. They work and think on a superficial level of life based on what they can see. They live strictly in the visible world. The roots create the fruits. Imagine a tree. Let's suppose this tree represents the tree of life. On this tree there are fruits. In life, our fruits are called our results. So if we look at the fruits, our results, and we don't like them, they aren't good enough. In life, our fruits are called our results. So we look at our fruits, our results, and we don't like them. There aren't enough of them. They're too small, or they don't taste good. So what do? Most of us put even more attention and focus on the fruits, focus on our results. But what is it that creates those particular fruits? It's the seeds and the roots that create those fruits. What's underground? It's what's underground that creates what's above ground. It's what's invisible that creates what's visible. So what does that mean? If you want to change the fruits, you have to first change the roots. If you want to change the visible, you must first change the invisible, right? Our inner world creates our outer world. We can't continue to focus on the results, the fruits, if because that's just going to create more and more bad, rotten fruit. We got to deal with the causes. We got to deal with the seeds and the roots, right? Wealth principle number 2. If you want to change the fruits, you will first have to change the roots. If you want to change the visible, you must first change the invisible. Of course, some say that seeing is believing. The question I have for such people is, why bother paying your electricity bill? If seeing is believing, why bother paying your electricity bill? You cannot see electricity. You can certainly recognize and use its power. Although you cannot see electricity, you can recognize and use its power. If you have any doubt to whether it exists, just stick your finger in an electric socket. I guarantee your doubts will quickly disappear. In my experience, what you see in this world is far more powerful. It's all good. See, even me, the creator of the challenge, when you're stumbling over your words, it doesn't matter. Keep reading, man. It empowers so many people. I sit here and watch you guys' videos of you reading all day. It doesn't matter if you stumble. Just keep reading, keep posting, keep empowering people. And I'm almost finished. In my experience, what you cannot see in the world is far more powerful than anything you can see. Or you may not agree with this statement, but to the extent you do not apply this principle in your life, you must be suffering. Why? Because you're going against the laws of nature, whereby what is underground creates what's above ground, whereas what's invisible creates the visible. As humans, we are part of nature, not above it. Consequently, when we align with the laws of nature and work with our roots, our inner world, our life flows smoothly. When we don't, life gets rough. In every forest, on every farm, in every orchard on earth, what's under the ground? What's under the ground? The roots. And that's what creates what's above the ground. That's why placing your attention on the fruits is not what we want to do. You cannot change the fruits that are already hanging on the tree. However, you can change tomorrow's fruit. But to do so, you will have to dig below the ground and strengthen the roots. Boom. Okay, so that was 3.5 pages from King Leon X, reading Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, Mastering the Inner Game of Wealth by T. Harv Eker. If this audiobook's on YouTube. Actually, T. Harv Eker has Millionaire Mind Intensive seminar lectures on YouTube, so you can get basically this whole book in the condensed version, and just by watching an hour and 45-minute lecture of him and take notes. So this is Leaders or Readers Challenge. You pick up a page or pick up a book, read 1 to 3 pages, challenge other people to do the same. Okay, I'm also challenging everyone who reads this or who watches this video to pick up a book. Hashtag Leaders or Readers Challenge, record themselves, and donate $1 to our GoFundMe to keep the cause going, so we could build these black liberation centers, What's Up African think tanks all over the country, starting in Southwest Philadelphia. So with that being said, shout out to Ron Green, Reds the Righteous Ruler. I'm King Leon X. We're your hosts and sponsors for the Leaders or Readers Challenge. Please be blessed, be of good cheer. Black power. The black woman's the best woman. I love your natural hair. And pick up a book, pick up a book, pick up a book.